The Program for Sustainable Management of Natural Resources in the Southwest Region is a development program of the Republic of Cameroon, co-financed by the Federal Republic of Germany through the German Development Bank, cooperating with the German International Corporation, GIZ. The program works to foster the protection of approximately 317,897 hectares of high-value ecosystems in the Southwest region. PSMNR is implemented by Cameroon's Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife through its regional delegation in the Southwest.
The management of PSMNR thought it wise to bring in other stakeholders in how to manage the park.
Because implementing such a project requires a vast array of experts in conservation world, the Regional Delegation of Forestry and Wildlife is supported in the technical and financial management of the program by the consultant, GFA-DFS, and works in partnership with the German International Corporation, GIZ, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and the Wildlife Conservation Society.
The whole vision of the program is to get a partnership, to get the local population who is living in and around the protected areas as a partner to the park management.
The program's focus: 4 protected areas: Mount Cameroon National Park, Takamanda, Korup National Park, and the Banyang-mbo Wildlife Sanctuary. The necessity to protect existing biodiversity within these areas is prime to the PSMNR program. The Southwest region of Cameroon is one of the most important biodiversity hotspots in the world, with a high level of endemic plants and animal species. Over 1/4 of the total primate species found in Africa are present in the region's protected areas. It is home to one of the continent's most endangered species. This rich biodiversity hotspot in flora and fauna prompted the creation of these protected areas. Welcome to Takamanda National Park headquarters in Kajifo. Its state-of-the-art infrastructure is where park management activities are being implemented since 2015.
Takamanda National Park is a government structure created in 2008, but upgraded from a reserve, the Takamanda Native Authority Forest Reserve, created in 1934.
Office spaces and lodging facilities strategically clustered at this location is just a depiction of PSMNR's targeted investment in protected area management infrastructure in an ever-increasing trend.
We have the park headquarters, which you have all seen. We have the solar panel, a very big one, of course. We equally have an engine boat to facilitate our movement during the rainy season. We have the storage facilities to boost the NTFP commercialization strategy, which is a new concept to build up a cooperative to improve on the livelihood of the communities in and around the national park.
At a higher altitude, the Mount Cameroon National Park, settled around one of the highest peaks in West Africa, it towers at a 4,100-meter altitude above sea level, home to an unprecedented plethora of plants and animal species.
A tourist going up the mountain will be amazed at the aesthetic value, the aesthetic scenery. Mount Cameroon has a particular scenery that when you get there, you'll be amazed at the structures you see there. There are animals in Mount Cameroon National Park. People may not know, but Mount Cameroon National Park has elephants in number. The Francolinus cameroonensis is a bird that is found in the whole world. It's found only in Mount Cameroon National Park.
The long-term sustenance of such biodiversity protection scheme as the Mount Cameroon National Park can only be supported by a long-term sustainable auto-finance mechanism, Ecotourism. The PSMNR program is investing compactly on ecotourism in this national park with vision of these areas using revenue generated to support collaborative management activities. Mount Cameroon National Park is well advanced in the development of its ecotourism potentials. It is projected that this activity will generate millions of francs CFA for the area. Riverine communities will continuously support biodiversity protection through collaborative management. Poaching, however, is a major setback to the proliferation of wildlife and consequently on ecotourism as well. Many protected species are killed regularly within and around protected areas. For this reason, the program has instituted a law enforcement program that seeks to curb these heinous crimes against animals. Camera traps are placed at locations in the forest to document existing wildlife species in photograph in order to keep track and trends of existing wildlife species.
Protocol is designed in a way to detect the majority of the mammals and bird species that are living on the ground. By doing this work every year, we are able to create some trends for the overall species community in the forest.
Involving riverine communities in the management of natural resources is a win-win for biodiversity protection and development.
Before this phase of PSMNR, the Mount Cameroon project that used to exist for conservation, communities were beneficiaries, not partners. But with the creation of the Mount Cameroon National Park, we are using what we call collaborative management, where we are partners in both conservation and the development of the communities.
This constitutes the cornerstone of PSMNR's management approach in protected areas. Local communities, together with eco-guards, conduct joint patrol and boundary demarcations of protected areas regularly. Each year, these communities are rewarded conservation bonuses for reporting illegal activities in protected areas, as well as for carrying out collaborative management activities with protected areas services. Communities use these bonuses for development projects. Land use conflicts within and around protected areas are kept under control by the program's TOU.
TOU means Technical Operational Unit. It's created to mitigate land use conflict around forest entities concerning encroachment. You can bring all the different stakeholders which are concerned, impacted, or involved in the said encroachment to try to find and define a roadmap to address this issue.
These communities also benefit from park infrastructure. Through development support, basic utilities that are propellers of development have been provided to communities. Etome village, reputed for plantain production, is also overwhelmed with the way pipe-borne water provided by the program has eased the life of everyone in the community.
All the taps around the village, there are 5 of them in position. We are so happy, even the farmers around, we are happy. Right away now, you see the progress of this village, the development of this village is starting, just as this water is here present. I believe by 2 or 3 years coming ahead, this village will be full of better construction houses.
Through the PSMNR program, the livelihood of 91 local communities living around these protected areas has been ameliorated. Over 91 kilometers of road network have been created, linking farm to markets, easing livelihood in these communities and boosting development.
We had difficulties in road network, but so far, thanks to the support of the program for the sustainable management of natural resources, we have gone a long way to disenclave so many areas of our park.
When man be sick before, they carry him for stretcher, country stretcher, as road no be there. So they carry we from stretcher, this Indian bab, they go tie you for there, they carry waka for leg, they reach for baby before they take motor, go manfi. But as road don't come now, that distance don't be easy now, or take bike.
Here is a ferry put over the Ibinti River. Its presence revered as a blessing to riverine communities.
So for this side, for go biting them, go manfi, we all use na opportunity for motor and with motorbikes for carry and go Manfi. Then from Manfi to they get that opportunity too for enter motor can cross for ferry, go keep our goods then for village.
Goods are finally transported into the village by vehicle and the economy boosted. Agriculture is the main source of livelihood of communities living around these protected areas. The necessity to produce and obtain greater yields has led the PSMNR and partners to provide enhanced seedlings with more yields as well as up-to-date agricultural techniques to provide more finances to these farmers.
Cameroon National Park, they will bring with 4 kinds of cassava. We select 2, and the 2 kinds, the 2 parts too, they fine. We will get better harvest. Pass one way, we will first get them for Muslims at the village. The cassava, the help we was sent picking them for school. Was sponsor or that one then too for work, pay rentage, and we did fine. If we go shopping now, fine for Monday, but buy things.
This one for propagate for this, and they be teach we for IIT. They be teach we say now the easiest way for multiply suckers, for do multiplication of suckers. So when we go to training, they be teach we say if you use 1 sucker for multiply them for many number like this.
The community is using this multipurpose nozzle as a buffer to highlight how agriculture can be promoted in the Kajifu village.
Collecting non-timber forest products is also another great source of revenue identified to local communities. However, collecting it in a sustainable and more revenue-generating manner has been the focus of PSMNR through local cooperatives. Luma Francis is a certified prunus collector. With money obtained from this activity, he is able to sustain his family, and the entire community also benefits through the managing cooperative MOCAP.
We have 2 types of benefits that generate from the prunus activities within the communities. We have the individual benefit that goes directly to the harvesters, who are mostly members of the communities. Then we also have the community development project, which is being sponsored by the proceeds of what comes out from the sales of the prunus bags.
Other communities benefit from proceeds of other non-timber forest products like the bush mango through a carefully elaborated strategy by the program and partners. Bush mango collectors no longer have to suffer manipulations from exploitative buyers. They now have certified buying agents.
My name is Tabi Jacqueline. I'm the village buying agent for Gurang and Babi. So as we buy like this one, so I don't buy, I don't pay money now based in this. Where we buy, we get what you need them. The one for basin, Saxaneto with Papa Pan.
They are unified by the program through the cooperative FREPROM that buys and protects sellers from previous manipulations from individual and unscrupulous buyers.
The achievement for NTFP progress, where if you don't start for 2012 to 2016, we say for the first time, we do mango foolishly where we know. When an outside buyer they come, now them they determine price for we. But the PSMNR as a cooperative, they come with the idea say, make we not be cheated. The collectors they not be can cheat them again. They come with the idea say, make we begin sell in grade, so that we go get better quality to sell at a better price.
It doesn't just end there. The cooperative also provides bonuses to sellers. Frida is overwhelmed with the unexpected bonus she just received today.
Again, even the bonus whether they give yourself, it be very, very important. Like today, so what they can't give me so the bonus, I'll be very, very happy. Because I be get every 100, I've not be getting for us. As they just give me the bonus, I just embrace the person they can't give me. I say, Papa God, is their life.
The complexities involved in sustainably managing natural resources is the reason why this is one of the main axes of intervention of the PSMNR program. One of the natural resource, timber. The program has been key in development for many communities by helping them through the complex process of creating, managing and exploiting their community forests.
project don't help with plenty. It help with financially, materially. For we forget we are simple management plan. Forget exploitation license. Forget all which way it be needed for the community forest before exploitation. We, the people of Agbokem and Akwem, without the government, we no fit do anything for the community forest. And at the beg say, make program, make you no sleep. Make it to a monitor how the money for the two community they use them.
The Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife, which is in charge of the program, gave us all assistance in order that to spare the block area, to get the maps, to have people, the surveys, to set the land for the timber company to be for exploitation.
The program also helps councils develop their constituencies in creating and managing their council forests. The Nguti Council has developmental projections thanks to the PSMNR program that provided support to them for the creation of the Nguti Council forest.
From the estimates we made with them, we discovered that we will be able to have about 80 million francs annually as royalties. And that is a big chunk of money for the development of our area. And that's why I told you that we are thankful to them, because they have helped us to develop the the communal development plan. This is a blueprint in terms of the development which we are going to carry in our municipality.
No stone is left unturned by the PSMNR as far as sustainable forest management is concerned. The program also intervenes in FMUs. Here is a forest management unit exploited by CAFECO. The program regularly monitors that the timber company puts in practice the guidelines for sustainable forest management.
Le programme nous apporte un appui technique en ce qui est du respect du cahier de charges, des normes d'intervention bioforestière, de notre plan d'aménagement. Donc généralement une fois par an, ils font des missions ici avec nous. Et sur le terrain, ils font certainement des observations en rapport avec les différents documents que j'ai cités plus haut. Et ils ont un rapport avec des recommandations qu'ils nous envoient. Et à notre tour, on essaie de mettre ça en application. Et cela nous aide effectivement à être au niveau par rapport à notre certificat.
The legality of wood sold at the international market has been a major international concern during the years. The necessity to ensure that wood sold within the national territories of legal origin has prompted the program to set up pilot projects at 2 locations to ensure that every wood sold within Manu Division is of legal origin. The pilot internal wood market sites at Ekok, located between the Nigerian border and Mamfe. With efficient implementation, the project is intended to curb illegality in internal and transboundary wood sales immensely. Backed with sustainable developmental and conservational strategies, PSMNR has become that glimmer that communities around protected areas in the southwest region look up to. Its pilot concepts like the collaborative management approach, internal wood market, participatory corridor management, transboundary conservation, and law enforcement are ones to reckon with. However, eyes still linger in hope, knowing that with more support from the program, more could be achieved.
So the main challenge is to ensure that PSMNR is given some time, is given more time, so that all the achievements so far realized can be integrated into the current management of our protected areas. For the second phase of PSMNR, we have been able to put in place all the structures, but we need to build their capacities to ensure that they can operate for the effective management of the protected areas.
I would love to see an increasing trend, to keep on using this camera trap monitoring control and be able to show that the management measures that they are now implementing is actually helping the populations either to stabilize or to increase. There are certain areas where the animal abundance is very low, the Takamanda National Park for instance, but there are species that are still there. So if the hunting is really eliminated from the area, then they have a chance to increase. And with this camera trap protocol, we can use it to show that. That's what I want to see a line going up.